Alright, welcome to more Diablo 1. Go. Alright, let's get started. The plan is to finish the hive this stream. Should have healed up first thing. Actually pull back. Maybe a visit to Pepin was in order before we actually dove in. Alright, don't want to stand in the acid. Let's go back and stock up on healing potions and drop these mana potions off. Let's go and take these. So, mouse feels a bit off. Not sure why that is. Mouse feels sluggish since I upgraded my PC.
I smell your terror, and I hunger.
Oh, it's the Defiler. Wait, is this it for the hive? Alright, so maybe we'll finish the catacombs instead. I'm pretty sure the Defiler is the final boss of the hive. Which means this is the final floor. Should not make for a very long stream. Alright, getting let up. I'm trying to look for magic loot. Diablo 1 came out in 1996. The expansion came out in 1997 or 98, which is what I'm currently playing. Yeah, I was actually a little younger than you when it came out. It's on enemy, there he is. Back here. Oh, in that case, I was a little older than you. So if you hold shift and click when you get close to these guys, you can sometimes catch them out before they can run away. Where if you try to just click on them and attack them, they have the opportunity to scurry off because your hitboxes be a little bit further than just adjacent to you. And so if they're in the middle of transitioning between tiles, you can hit them and stun lock them and take them out before they can get away. For whatever reason, I can't hit this guy. $1991. Okay, in that case, you are a little older than I am. Oh yeah, never mind. I got the years mixed up. I was thinking 98, not 96. Because I was talking about the expansion. Brown. Magic. Oh, that chest was a little trapped. Yeah, come on over, buddy. Don't do that. Come on. I seem older. I feel older. I might look a little older. And how much gray hair ages me. Every day I'm a little grayer. Which is, I'm doing pretty good as far as my family's concerned because, my mother went gray, almost fully gray when she was like 25. Everyone assumed that she, well, I guess it was more like a half and half almost, but everyone assumed that she dyed her hair, but it was natural. Well, I'm definitely gray. The beard has a ton of gray in it. I'd say maybe a fifth, maybe a quarter. I have to look. And in my head, while it's still majority black, it's got that gray sheen to it. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm stressed. I mean, the military stressed me out. Not really stressed out as much anymore. Nope. It's mostly genetics. Let's pull back here. I don't want to sit here and fight all these guys. Yeah, I haven't played the fourth one yet. I played through all the Diablos, my Let's Plays, in anticipation for the fourth one. I thought it looked cool. Also, I mean, I love the first two Diablos anyway, so I was eventually going to play through them regardless. The channel. The Diablo 2 is a large part of my childhood. And I put a fair bit of time into Diablo 3. I never thought it was good as the previous ones, but it was good for mindless ARPG, you know, fun, I guess. It was, I think it's a good ARPG, it's not a good Diablo game. Well, I guess it's a fun ARPG. I don't like how busy the screen is when you play it. Like this right here, I like this, the slower paced, like, dungeon delving experience. Alright, so I think we're done here. There's not a way further down. The Defiler is done. We have the means to open up the catacombs. So we go back to town. That's right, I didn't buy a Scroll of Town portal. I assume that that was a Scroll of Town portal. Which spell is it? There it is. Well, I don't know if the Mrs. thinks I'm wise, but we could always ask her. I don't need this blade. Sell that.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
I take that back. She does think I'm wise. I was just goofing. Alright, Pepin, fill me up.
What ails you, my friend?
And we'll go to the catacombs. I mean, Baldur's Gate is almost as old. It came out in, what, 98? 99? Alright, the catacombs.
This is a place of great power.
This place is a real pain in the butt. These, the gravediggers are very tough. Yeah, I think Diablo 2 is better. I think, well, one, the atmosphere is better. It doesn't have that more cartoony aesthetic. It's more gothic feeling. It's more dark. And depending on how you view the player choice, it's a little bit more difficult to respec in Diablo 2, so there's more consequence to your decisions, versus Diablo 3, where you just casually swap between your skills. The summon classes are more fun in Diablo 2 as well. You get bigger armies. You feel like a real, necromancer or a real druid, where you have like the witch doctor. They added the necromancer later, but it does not offer the same summon experience as Diablo 2 does. I mentioned atmosphere. The art style in general, I think, is better. The story is better. I will say that Diablo 3 has one cinematic that I like a lot more than anything in Diablo 2, and that's the one where Tyrael is fighting Imperius, and yeah, rips off his wings. Thought that was pretty cool. Diablo 3 kills off Deckard Cain in probably the worst way possible. You know, a staple and icon of the series, and gets offed by a butterfly. Also, let me go buy a Scroll of Town Portal before I forget, since we're still on the first level of the catacombs. I don't really care for the repetitiveness of the endgame in Diablo 3. You could argue repetitiveness is there with Diablo 2 as well, but like just going through the glyphs over and over and over again just doesn't appeal to me as much as going through and fighting like the act bosses and doing the campaign.
What ails you, my friend?
That's...
Forward.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let me... Nostalgia plays a big role in it as well. I have more nostalgia for Diablo 2 than Diablo 3. And I say that as someone who has put a lot of time into Diablo 3.
I sense a soul in search of
The screen is just
answers.
way too busy. I know it can get pretty busy in Diablo 2, especially if you're playing multiplayer. But overall, I think the Diablo 2 has a nice, slower pace to it, unless you're playing a sorceress and you're teleporting around, in which case you're missing half the fun of the game. So... Yeah, yeah, you can call it grinding. I mean, a lot of games have grinding. Diablo 2 has grinding as well. And depending how you do it, I never did it the way other people did. Of course, I never completed my Holy Grail quest either. I never got all the items. But like, I would mix it up, and I'd do more of the campaign instead of just doing the same stuff over and over again. I think just the character... Like, the character builds in general had more depth in Diablo 2, because you had all the different attributes you could allocate points into, versus the Paragon system in Diablo 3, where you just put it into the same attributes over and over and over again. Feels like there's less finesse there. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 is pretty good. Rogue Trader is also coming out soon. Starring Gravediggers, man. No, it gives me the right to be so tanky. Pull back. Alright, let's book it. A little roughed up here. Oh gosh. I mean, a lot of games from like the 90s, it was usually people around the office doing the voice acting. You didn't really have professional voice actors for games. Not very often. I think most of those grievances are pretty generic, though, for Diablo 2. I mean, it's kind of like, I feel like I'm just repeating what everybody else says. I mean, I find it to be true, but... And I understand that bias, the nostalgia brings to the table. And again, I think Diablo 3 is a fun ARPG, it's just not a good Diablo game. It's too light, I don't know. Plus, my grievances are pretty petty, and I can enjoy both games. But I would, like, for instance, I'm going to stream Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 on the highest difficulties. Let's go back to town real quick. But I'm not going to revisit Diablo 3 on the channel. I did the one playthrough, and that's it. I don't like how the difficulty system is set up either. With the, it's like 16 difficulties. I get it. It helps with the whole grinding system they have set up for the end game. I like the simpler, you know, easy, medium, hard formula.
What ails you, my friend?
Then, like, I don't know, the campaign itself is pretty easy. Now, with all the torment stuff, you could ramp up the difficulty pretty far, but...
Whoa, what can I do for you?
What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy another thingamajig. Yeah, Diablo 1's really fun. I think the general design of it is my favorite out of all the Diablo games, but I also like slower paced games.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I like smaller number values because I feel like when you get an upgrade, it feels more significant, where, you know, if you're doing 2,000 damage per swing and you get one that increases it by, I don't know, 100 damage, that's nothing. But when you're It just doesn't feel as impactful. But when you're in the single digits and you move up to the double digits, like, that feels good. That's one of the things I like about CRPGs and just low-level adventures in general. Oh, shoot. Well, I died. Alright, I have a little bit of ground to retread. That's okay. We didn't make it that far. I'll read that other comment. I take care of these guys real quick. I don't know why those guys are so tanky. Yeah, I don't know. I think Baldur's Gate 3 warrants a lot of the, I mean, I haven't got that far into the game yet, so my opinion is very, very limited. But so far, I really like what they've done. There's a few grievances that I have with the game already. Nothing major. Just stuff I like to see them add later on. Like when you're selecting spells, when you level up, you can't see what spells are ritual spells, and that's important. Like, that's an important identifier to have on the spells, since you can cast them without using up a spell slot. Which I use my experience from Solasta to figure it out. But I'm sure that the spells aren't a one-for-one comparison like that. Because Speak with Dead is even a spell in Solasta. Well, it kind of is in Palace of Ice. The player doesn't get it, but there is a cleric that can cast it. Yeah, it's a couple petty grievances, and like, for whatever reason I can't click and drag crates, which you'll see in tomorrow's episode. I was trying to cover up the poison vent in the Enclave library, and it won't let you click and drag the crate. Try and cover up the vent. Which it might just be a me problem, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I think that, design thing, but you should be able to scoot a crate like a few feet to the side to position it. I was also having trouble clicking and dragging the rock that we found that one hidden stash under, so maybe it is just me. But you can't right click to move the crate either. I think you could right click to move the rock, if I'm mistaken. So also, for whatever reason, when I play Baldur's Gate 3, my PC gets really hot. But it's only Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, I did upgrade my PC for Baldur's Gate 3, so it's still a relatively new setup. So I may have some quirks I need to get ironed out, but right now, BG3 is the only game that gives me any... I mean, I say it gets really hot. It's actually within, thin tolerance, but my PC's never gotten that hot before. Like the case itself is getting hot, which I've never had happen. Let's scoot back here. But it is a more powerful card, so it's going to generate more heat. Might just be something I have to get used to. Ugh. Let's get back. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a graphically intensive game. And especially as far as, like, CRPGs are concerned. I'm gonna put my PC to the test. I'm gonna play a Plague Tale Requiem at some point in the near future. And that, I think for the recommended specs on that, it's a 3060. Or I think Baldur's Gate 3 is like a 2060. So should put a little bit more stress on my system. Let's see if it runs just as hot or if it's an actual Baldur's Gate 3 problem. Hey Matthew. Well, as long as you're enjoying the content, it doesn't matter which content it is, right? As long as you're watching me and nobody else. Because I won't tolerate infidelity. Also, I started streaming pretty late. Come on, buddy. Go down. I'm not in range. That's why he didn't die. Alright, a couple of tough fights coming up. These up here. Yeah, I've actually been saving. Only died one time. Hey, come around the corner, buddy. Scoot back. And these guys are really slow. Yeah, I'm having a hard time putting down that game. I really want to play more of it. Because I'm moving at snail's pace through it. I know there's so much more to do. I have no idea how long that Let's Play is going to end up being. Ooh. How many charges do I have left on this? 16. Alright, we'll recharge that next time we get back to town. Yeah, I usually play the good guy. When I self-insert myself, that's just kind of where I naturally fall. Plus, with the paladin, I have to adhere to my oath, so I don't really have a choice. Alright, let's run back. That's a lot of it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Run faster! Get out of here, guys. Alright. Darn it. It's hard to navigate this area. Yeah, and
What ails you, my friend?
Don't mind lawful evil for role-playing purposes, but it's actually one of my favorite alignments. Besides lawful good, of course. But lawful evil reminds me a lot of like Doctor Doom, who's one of my favorite Marvel villains.
What can I do for you? Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Well, what can I do for you?
Oh, cursed items. It's another thing that I wish was still in like Diablo 2, Diablo 3. I think a lot of games are missing out by not having cursed items in them. I think that's just, I don't know. It's a fun mechanic.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Like Dragon Quest, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Someone told me there's no cursed items in Baldur's Gate 3, and I think that is a huge missed opportunity. Especially since that's a lot of people's first like CRPG or first foray into D&D. I think having cursed items in it would be fantastic. Alright, let's pull all the way back. And forgot to recharge my staff. We went and spoke to Adria too. Yeah, but you have remove curse. It's easy to access in Baldur's Gate 3. Pretty low level spell. Not many use 2 charges there. This area's gonna give us some trouble because you guys do a lot of damage. I'm not blocking nearly enough of it. Luckily, when I charge these guys, they tend to run away, so they can't attack me. Alright, let's get out of this spot. A lot of damage. Maybe a Paladin Lich in, well, kind of. In Wrath of the Righteous. Unfortunately, can't be lawful good and be a Lich. That's why I wish they would have added a non-lawful good Paladin archetype. So you can be a Paladin Lich. I think that'd be really cool. Gun. Alright, let's take care of this guy real quick. By real quick, I mean, it'll be a minute because those guys are so tanky, I have no idea why. And it's like when they start digging into the ground, they heal themselves or something. Ugh, where's that? We're gonna be at this for a little while. Get rid of that junk. How'd I miss that time? I like the stories in the Pathfinder games. This is the second hardest difficulty, but I am playing the most difficult class. I'm also not playing it the easiest way because I'm not really using my magic like I should be. No, Doom is definitely lawful evil, because he has his own code of conduct that he adheres to.
Threats, abjuration, and bargaining with this foul.
No, he's definitely lawful evil.
To no avail. My methods of enslaving lesser demons seem to have no effect on this fearsome beast.
I mean, she's not really your mother. That's more of a meme. Part of her child's soul is inside of your character, but she's not directly your mother. Ninio is interested in her. She's a huge fan of the Architect of the World Wound. She offers her praise several times throughout the game. Really wants to interview her. I'm down to 9 charges on this. I do need to go back and recharge this and get more potions. Let me push forward a little bit further. Referring to the best villain in the Marvel universe, or one of the best villains. Yeah, some really cool moments. I'm always disappointed that like the Marvel movies don't show some like the best moments in the comics. Like we've had what, 5, 8 Spider-Man movies, and there hasn't been one "if this be my destiny" moment in all those movies. I mean, they almost did it with the train scene. And then, don't get me started on Love and Thunder, the newest Thor movie. Man. So, Gore is one of the toughest villains that Thor has ever had to fight. And it took 3 versions of Thor, past, present, and future, to come together to defeat Gore. And there's this really cool moment when the Gore's trying to set off the God Bomb to take out all gods throughout time. And I believe it's present Thor enters the bomb itself to absorb its power, to stop it from going off. And there's this really cool moment where all the gods across space and time see Thor doing this, and they all start praying to him to empower him. So all the gods and the Marvel universe are praying to Thor. It's a really cool moment, and we don't get that. Instead, we get the goofy Taika Waititi version of it, where Gore hardly present in the movie. There's so many cool moments, and like when Doctor Doom faces down the Beyonders, come on. Granted, none of the Fantastic Four movies have been any good, so. So much good stuff out there, and we don't get to see any of it in cinemas. I think they have the wrong people in charge of it. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the comments. Well, yeah, you can demon graph yourself and Ennio. It's just an experiment. It has nothing to do with like your character's origin or anything. They just won't let you do it to other characters because it's not in character for those companions. Alright, let's scoot out of here. Jeez Louise. But Ennio would be the one companion that would be willing to do it for science. So it's more of a joke on her character than it is an actual like plot device. She's kind of the you know, I'll try anything once for science girl. Alright, I think it's safe here. Oh, those are liches. Let's get out of here. I thought they were the other guys. I was gonna run them down. Them being liches is a whole nother problem. It's gonna require some more healing. Yeah, more of a joke. Ennio is like pure neutral. She's in it for the science and for the knowledge.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Yeah, I know a fair bit of my yeah, let's sell that. Let's recharge our staff. My lore. I'm pretty familiar with DC as well. But a lot of the heroes I prefer are on the Marvel side of things. But Superman, another good example. We haven't had a really good Superman movie, I don't think. Well, some of the older ones are pretty good. But especially the modern ones with like Henry Cavill, who I'm not faulting him because I think he's a good actor. They don't capture the essence of Superman. The whole point of Superman is he inspires hope. So there's this one comic where Superman is he holds the world for Atlas. I mean, I think this would be fantastic in a movie. So that Atlas can attend his daughter's wedding. And it's more of a symbolic thing. Like, he holds the world on his shoulders, but it's not literally holding the world. It's holding the burdens.
Well,
especially the people like you know and you love and all that. And it's a really cool segment. I highly recommend you look it up. I don't remember what it's called. It's like Superman. Just look up Superman and Atlas, and you'll find it. It's pretty cool. I don't need to talk to you. Yes, I do. I need to talk to you first.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, absolutely love Superman. Martian Manhunter is probably my favorite out of the Justice League. Of course, I grew up watching Justice League Unlimited, which I think is a fantastic show.
What ails you, my friend?
Oh, no. Wait. Find the wrong things. There we go. Also, sorry if I'm sound a little weird. My throat hurts a little bit. I don't have a hot beverage with me, so I'm talking without reprieve. Yeah, so I think if I didn't know more about the gore from the comics, I'd probably been more okay with it, because I thought Ragnarok was a good movie. I liked the third Thor movie quite a bit. It's probably one of my favorite out of the Marvel movies. And like the humor and stuff made a lot more sense in that one, but with Gore, I feel like he's such a significant threat, and they made it too lighthearted. I like Taika Waititi. I like what he does. A lot of his movies have been great, like Jojo Rabbit. I enjoy What We Do in the Shadows, things like that. But I don't think he was a great choice for Love and Thunder. They went with him because Ragnarok did well. Not because he was a good choice for that movie. Because there's no way he's going to take it seriously enough to give Gore the credit he deserves. So let me focus on killing this guy. I'll get back to the comments. I'm a little behind. I don't have a gun. Like the curve in the sword throws me off, and so I'm never centered when I try to re-equip it. Yeah, it's about the vampire roommates. There's also the TV show, which is pretty good as well. The newest season just came out last month, or early this month. Yeah, I've always liked the tank class. It's a bit of a weird relationship, but yeah, I like classes that use shields. I also like the leadership roles, and like if you play MMO games, you know, tanks are usually the leader in the dungeons and raids, and you know, I like being on the front line, leading from the front, leading by example, protecting my allies. If it wasn't for the CRPGs that I play, almost always having a tank companion, I'd probably tank more often, but DPS works well for paladins as well, and cavaliers, so it's always a toss-up. I think DPS is always the safer choice, well, for two reasons. One, you can never have too much damage, and two, the game has two-handed hammers. I'm obligated to use two-handed hammers. My favorite weapon type, so... I was super excited in Pillars of Eternity, the first one. That there was a two-handed hammer option. So the warhammers are typically one-handed, but there's one two-handed hammer in the game. And it's not a main quest item. It's a main quest item for the DLC. My goodness, stop running away. Trap these guys at the corners so I can get them. I don't think that I did. Unless you mean holding a single weapon with two hands. You kind of dual wield a two-handed hammer that way. I also like sword and board. And it may not look like it, but I always have a hard time deciding between both styles when I play a game. I do enjoy both. Pillars of Eternity 2 came out in 2018. So it's, what, 5 years old now? And there probably won't be a third one because supposedly the second one didn't sell very well, which I don't think it was marketed very well either. The only reason I knew it was coming out was because I keep with the CRPGs. Yeah, I highly doubt a third Pillars will come out, but they are making a game set in the same universe, but it's a first-person RPG, kind of like Skyrim. It's called Avowed. Yeah, it's purposely styled that way, especially the first Pillars, because it was created as an homage to the old CRPGs, the classics like Baldur's Gate. Really like the art style. I think I prefer the first games over the second ones. But the second one is really cool. They have a lot of really neat details and quality of life features too that I would love to see in more CRPGs. Like the ability to copy your equipment from one set to another. So if you have two different weapons you want to swap between, you can use the same shield in both weapon sets. A lot of games don't have that. You have to use a different shield if you want to swap weapon sets. Of course, you can never change equipment during combat, so you can't make those adjustments. So for a game like Celeste, you can do stuff in combat. And Baldur's Gate 3. I guess it's more of a 5th edition thing. Hey, Ken. Do I kill you with the pointy end or the pommel end? Or, you know, if you're like my Trickster playthrough in Wrath of the Righteous, I've got 2 swords on the same weapon. Do I kill you with the pointy end or the other pointy end? If you like CRPGs, the Pillars games are great. Highly recommend both. Why do you have a halberd in your closet? I mean, I can't really say anything. I've got 2 swords sitting beside me right now. And an improvised weapon from a martial arts class. Not to brag, but I am a green belt in McMap. Which, if you're familiar with McMap, you realize that I'm joking. Because McMap itself is kind of a joke, unless I get, maybe if you do it every day, but I don't know. When you go for belts and McMap, it's usually just a reason to haze you. It's not really you're not really there for martial arts. You're there to get hazed. Sometimes so badly that they forget to even teach you martial arts. I do plan on playing Titan Quest 2 when it comes out. May not be as soon as it comes out, depends on my schedule. I'll try to, plan it in advance. But yeah, I'm excited about that. Did not expect a Titan Quest 2 announcement, because they're adding all the DLC to the first one. And I think I speculated with... It may have been the Atlantis expansion. I was like, oh, they're adding all these, they're going to see how well they sell, and they might release a sequel. Alright, I think that's this whole floor, right? Yeah. Supposedly the whole thing takes place in Greece, so maybe. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't answer the Titan question. I have such a massive backlog of games. I was thinking about playing Lords of the Fallen when I complete King's Blood, because the reboot for Lords of the Fallen is coming out, and I have played the first game and quite enjoyed it. A lot of people seem to not care for it because they go into it expecting it to be like Dark Souls, but it's a little different. It's a little clunkier. I think the aesthetic is better in Lords of the Fallen.
What ails you, my friend?
One thing I didn't like as like the Dark Souls games went on, it's like the armor got more wispy and like fragile looking. A lot of them are like form-fitting. I don't think there's any armor that I have to go back and look. In Dark Souls 3, there's no armor that really stood out to me.
In search of answers.
Though Dark Souls 2 does have one of my favorite armor sets of all time, that the Faram armor set. I actually have the little statue from the collector's edition. Cause I don't normally buy collector's editions because I don't really care for I don't like knickknacks. But the Faram armor set from Dark Souls 2 is way too cool to pass up. I also got the collector's edition for Elder Scrolls Online when it came out, the Imperial edition, so I have the statue of Molag Bal as well. I need another Scroll of Town portal. Lords of the Fallen. Came out in, I think, 2012?
I sense a soul in search of
Don't quote me on the year.
answers.
I believe it's 2012. I wouldn't say they're Skyrim-y. I've played the first Dark Souls a few times. Demon Souls is my favorite. It was the first of like the Souls-likes. And then I played some Dark Souls 2, never completed it. And then Dark Souls 3, I've never... Have I played it? I don't think I've played Dark Souls 3. And Demon Souls, hands down, I put the most time into Demon Souls. And I didn't even own it. My buddy had it, because it was a PlayStation exclusive and I didn't have a PlayStation. Oh gosh. PS3. I love the sound these guys make when you hit them. Yeah, I want to play through the entire Desperados franchise. It's a series I've been familiar with for a while, but never got around to playing. So that's on my to-do list. The Wasteland series, all of the Divinity games, from Divine Divinity all the way to Original Sin 2. This guy would just commit to coming in here. There we go. A few less fireballs flying my way. If I'm fast enough when they peek in the door, I can run up and hit them and at least kill the bat guys, not the liches, because they have too many hit points. Yeah, when I play the original Sin 2, it's going to be as a custom character. I know you're missing out on one of the stories by doing that, but there's enough companions to where you can get 2 full playthroughs with 2 custom characters. Plus, I like playing my own character. Son of a gun. Well, that might be problematic. Hopefully my sword is still down there. There we go. Tired of chasing those guys around, so Holy Bolt it is.
Has let slip its name, Necrol. I have attempted to research the name, but the smaller demons have somehow destroyed my library. Necrol. The name fills me with a cold dread. I prefer to think of it only as the creature, rather than ponder its true name.
Are you talking about this, Jesse James? It's so I can use the heal. So this staff here has healing charges. I have to equip it to use them. So I do that real quick just to get a free heal. Let's go back and see what this shield is all about. Also, should probably look at Griswold's inventory while I'm here.
What ails you, my friend?
Yeah, I have a few spells here. So the way the spells work are you have to find the tomes or the books that teach you the spell. And each time you find the book, you can upgrade the spell. So like my Firebolt spell here is level 7. So I found 7 of those books or tomes. 2 of the Firewall ones, 3 of the Town Portal. It's my yeah, Holy Bolt's at level 6, so it's pretty potent at this point. You can actually get, there's a few spells I'm missing still. So I'm missing what, 1, 3, 7. Plus a whole bunch here. So you also buy the books from some of the merchants, so I think Pepin sells some.
What ails you, my friend?
Or does he just sell elixirs? Yeah, he sells elixirs and scrolls. Adria sells homes. But they are randomized.
What can I do for you? Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Alright, so resist all plus 20%, hit points plus 33. Not sure what I currently have equipped. 80% armor and 13 to dexterity? Might be a replacement. My mat to hit only goes down by 6%, my armor class goes down by 30. But I have better resistances, and the fireballs are what are really messing me up. I don't want to lose the dexterity. That's really the grievance I have, is losing 13 dexterity. Let's see what Griswold's selling. And then we can decide.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
I never actually played RuneScape, so I couldn't tell you. I mean, Lord Sword of the Heavens is pretty good. Downside is it doesn't have the armor penetration that my current sword has. It doesn't have the fast attack speed. But plus 25% to hit. Is that 93% damage? And plus 15 all attributes? I mean, we're probably going to buy that. Plate of the Stars, eh. Oh, Awesome Helm of Harmony. That should be an upgrade, because my current helmet is like a cloth helmet. But it has fastest hit recovery on it. Which is the only reason it's still equipped, so that's an upgrade. You know, go ahead and buy that right now, actually. Yeah, so this has a plus 139% armor, but it's only an armor class of 3. Where this is a armor class of 12, so 4 times. Plus the bonus is better too. 146% armor versus the 3, or the 139. So what does this boost it to? Yeah, 22 extra armor off of that.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Finally, I've had this cap for so long. I mean, it's just a change of the industry. I mean, Blizzard, back when they first made this, it was a small developer, right? Games, as a business, especially as we see it today, didn't exist. I mean, shoot, EA used to make good games.
Whoa,
They
what
fell
can
off
I do
hard.
for you?
Let's see. We need to... I'm gonna buy this sword. I don't know, it's a tough call, because what I currently have equipped... I don't think the fastest attack is worth it. I get better armor, actually. Plus 92% armor and plus 18 to dexterity. The dexterity is great. Let's see.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Let's look at the armor before we buy the sword. Though I'm probably gonna buy this sword. That's too good to pass up, I think. $148,000. We'll say 149,000 for simplicity's sake. I don't know if we have enough gold laying around, actually. We have some more over at Adria's. Yeah, I remember when EA made good games too. It's been a little while. It's also been a little while since they haven't been exorbitantly monetized. Does my inventory change? Are you asking if it gets bigger, or... This is all you got. This is all you get.
Too much baggage.
How much gold is this?
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Hey, we have enough. I wasn't
Whoa, what can I do for you?
where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Alright, here it is. Lord Sword of the Heavens. So damage is 10 to 20. Alright, so I'm only losing 2 damage because the Shiratachi does less damage than what's pictured here, but I've upgraded it a lot with various oils that I found. Alright, 75 strength. What is my strength at? 120. Alright, yeah, we're fine. Alright, let's see if my stats go up here. Oh, it's two-handed. Son of a gun. I didn't even consider that. So, the Shiratachi that we have equipped is a two-handed sword, but it's unique in the sense that you can use it one-handed. Oh man, I didn't think about that. Yeah, we're not gonna survive without a shield, so we just bought that for no reason.
Whoa,
Son of a
what can I
gun.
do for you?
We didn't get nearly the money back that we spent on it. Oh man.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Son of a gun. All that trouble and for what? I mean, we got a better shield out of it, right? And, no. We found that. We got a better helmet out of it. Yes, yeah, so anytime you, leave and re-enter the town,
I sense a soul in search
it'll
of
reset.
answers.
And that includes, like, if you save and then exit and then reload back
I
in.
sense a soul in search of answers.
Yeah, the inventories are randomized. Hey, we can look at some of the books that she
I sense a
sells.
soul in search of answers.
If she has any right now. So yeah, she has like a Book of Bloodstar. You can get that to upgrade the spell. A Book of Town Portal. I'm actually gonna go and buy that. Can't believe I wasted all that money. It's alright. Because I'm not gonna take most of that gold with me into the next difficulty anyway, so... You know, what good is it gonna do me if I don't spend it? Nah, it's alright. I don't remember where my last save was at anyway, so... Not a big deal. I don't spend money very often in this game. I mean, I buy town portals, and that's really it. And healing potions, but they're not very expensive. Now, I try not to save scum. I like to keep my playthroughs fairly honest. Alright, let's scoop. The same reason I don't like to respec. If I can help it. There are a few exceptions. Alright, let's go deal with these guys real quick. Boosted my resist to their fireballs by another 20%. They're still shredding me. Yeah, it's feel like, I don't know, if I start respecking, doing all that, I mean, where does it stop, right? I like to keep things honest. I like to play with my character's flaws, you know, suffer through the failures. It makes every playthrough unique, right? If you reload every time you make a mistake in every playthrough is going to be the same. And I like the natural consequences that come from playing games. Makes things more exciting. But yeah, it doesn't say two-handed sword in the description. You can tell based off the damage that it does, like the 10 to 20 damage swords are two-handed swords. And I didn't look at the damage, I was looking at the effects. So, that's my fault. And I pointed out the damage after the fact, but by then, I had already spent almost 150,000 gold. I'm gonna try and get back over here without using another potion, because we have this. Oh, we got a... When did I pick that up? What is this? So I'm curious about this shield. There are some unique shields and items in general that you can only find in a certain sequence. And I think this is one of them. So, a lot of the unique items that you find are guaranteed drops in certain areas of the game, or depending on what quest you get. There's a few random drops, and I'm pretty sure you have to find them in a specific order to get, like, the best one. So, we have a tower shield here. It might be like a small shield you have to find before this that's unique. I think it saves across all the difficulties as well. So, like, if you find the small shield in normal, you can find the tower shield in nightmare. You can also find it in normal if you get lucky, but I'm pretty sure that's what we just found, which makes it a very rare drop. Alright, I don't really want to, that. I'm not sure if I did a good job of explaining that. Oops. Basically, you have a sequential drop. Alright, we did it. But at what cost? I'm gonna go back and identify this shield. I'm excited about it. Yeah, but it's a little different in this one. Like, it's not just a normal drop rate. You have to find the items in a specific order.
Oh, what can I do for you?
So I have to identify it first.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, so Storm Shield. What does it do? So armor class 40. Plus 4 damage from enemies, plus 10 of strength, indestructible, and fast block. So fast block by itself is pretty useful. Because you can get stun locked when you're blocking attacks. And I could stack that with fastest hit recovery and fastest attack. I recover very quickly, but the effect isn't that great compared to what I have. So I'm not going to use it.
Well, what can I do for you? Well, what can I do for you?
What ails you, my friend?
I'll take from their pockets. I'll take it from their chests and their houses. Alright, I don't need flash.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
The problem with Baldur's Gate 3 is I have to be a lot more careful, because I'm pretty sure if I steal something as my paladin, I'm going to break my oath. That's why I have Astarion do all the sticky fingering. That's not really like him anyway, so if he gets caught, who cares? Put a knife to my throat, will you? I'll get you thrown in prison. I am scheming to rob the druids in Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if I'm going to this run though. I'm gonna try and roleplay it, especially with how finicky the oath can be in Baldur's Gate 3, at least to my understanding. I really just want to see what's inside all the containers, because I will do a second playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 as the Dark Urge, so I'll be playing a more evil inclined character. And I want to see where all the good loot is this playthrough, so I can map it out in the future. Plus, I will bend the rules in my favor if I see a unique item. I'm not going to leave a unique weapon or piece of armor behind. But I have to see if it's there first. But if you open up a container that's not yours, they don't like that. So, yeah, I am scheming. Matthew's got the right of it. When you break your oath, you become a Oathbreaker paladin. So you're still a paladin, but you don't have the same powers as your base class. Get a different set of powers. And there's usually a way to restore your oath. Usually you have to do some sort of quest. I'm not sure how it's implemented in Baldur's Gate 3. But I'm sure I'll figure it out when I inevitably break my oath, because I like to take stuff. Hey, I leveled up. It's exciting. Alright, let's level up. All points of vitality. I mean, strength would be fine too. What level are we? 30. Okay. There's nothing inherently bad about an Oathbreaker outside of you breaking your oath. So you just lose access to your original class's abilities and powers. Oh, Book of Healing. That's exciting. Always a great spell to upgrade. Thanks, Matthew. How nice some easy enemies. I keep forgetting this is an expansion area. Despite... oh gosh, there's a lot of liches. I'm gonna have to go back to town and buy some mana potions for this part, because I don't want to chase these guys around. What's this guy doing?
Not enough mana.
Really? Here. There we go. Got one of them before I go back to town. Jeez Louise. Alright, leave me alone! Alright, the 5 Ds of Fire Dodgeball. Yeah, no, there's defensive spells and stuff. So there's a Mana Shield, which will allow your mana to take any damage you take is applied to your mana instead of your health until you run out of mana. Then it goes to your health. There's also Reflect, which gives you a damage reduction and reflects damage back. There's also a heal spell and potions and things like that. Mana Shield, yeah. It's level 3. What was I doing?
What ails you, my friend?
So there are ways to play a little bit more defensively. I need to get these guys on screen so I can start blasting them. I usually win these fights by positioning, but with like the liches and stuff. In fact, a lot of the expansion area enemies like to run away. Instead of using a bunch of spells and stuff, what I usually do is position in doorways and let them come to me and use like a funnel to fight them. But all these ranged enemies, that's not really feasible, unfortunately. Because they won't come up to the door, they just keep trying to run away. Plus, the enemies in this area are just tougher in general, except for these guys. I think these guys still hurt pretty bad if they do manage to hit you. Go back and deal with the melee guys first. Come on, buddy. Oh, whoops. Why not? There we go. That ready? Oh, these guys are undead. Alright, so let's just taken care of. I know that because there's no fireballs being slung at me right now.
I don't have a spell ready.
There's not as many drops, but I mean you also have very limited inventory space, so I'm grateful for it.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Are those hitting, or are they hitting the wall in front of them? Alright, we're a little roughed up. Back to town and buy some more potions. I'd like to finish mapping out this side real quick though. Probably a mistake. Yeah, there's a story in Diablo 1. It's mostly told through the gossip in town, so you actually speak to the NPCs between each floor. Hey! Get one of those. Diablo 1 came out in 96. I only know that off the top of my head because when I set up my stream, I select Diablo 1 as like the game and the description, and it says Diablo 1996. I've seen it so many times that it is committed to memory at this point. That's one of the settings that doesn't save between each stream. Oh, I got a ring. Alright, we don't have the mana to deal with those guys. I don't know if they're liches or if they're the bats. Mana or healing, for that matter.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Plus 20 to vitality. Do we need that? I don't think we do. Resist magic plus 52%, plus 16 to magic, and plus 8 to all attributes. We'll sell the ring.
What can I do for you?
3,000 gold.
What ails you, my friend?
That'll fund my potion of full healing addiction. It is slow going in this area. Like the rest of the game, I don't think it's gonna be too bad on Nightmare. Hell is gonna be, well, hell when we get to that difficulty. I didn't buy a darn scroll of town portal. Rags. Exciting. Yeah, it's via gossip, and then there's also books you can find on certain floors that give you some more lore. Tell you what's going on. And there's a couple cutscenes, though they're not voice acted. Oh, Book of Telekinesis. I'll be sure to never use that. I mean, I'll use the book, but not the spell. How many charges do I have left? 16? Alright, keep that in mind. Don't use up the last charge. Wait, does the staff get destroyed if you use the last charge? I don't think it does. I'm thinking of Baldur's Gate. You use up all the wand charges. I like Power Rangers. There's even a Power Rangers fighting game I was thinking about streaming. One of my Alarm Songs is the theme song from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Remember, I think I was 5 when I had a Power Rangers birthday cake.
My home. My home is slowly becoming corrupted by the vileness of this unwanted prisoner. The crypts are full of shadows that move just beyond the corners of my vision. The faint scrabble of claws dances at the edges of my hearing. They are searching, I think, for this journal.
I'm not familiar with hentai. I know Beetleborgs though. Like Power Rangers, but they there's like 2 of them and they lived in a clock tower or something. Maybe been 3 of them. There's actually a Power Rangers movie, I don't know if it's out yet. There's supposed to be a Power Rangers movie coming out on Netflix with the original cast, excluding 2 of them, I think. I think before Tommy took his life, he was I don't think he was even invited to come onto the show. And then I don't remember if it's the Blue or Black Ranger that's not going to be on it. I think it's the Blue Ranger. No, it was the Yellow Ranger. Right? Did the Yellow Ranger die as well? I think she died back in the day, and I think her daughter is going to play the role. I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I'm not caught up in all that stuff. Yeah, the stream has a small delay to it. No matter what I do, there's always a delay. I have it on the smallest delay possible. It's not like I'm playing a competitive game. And if I was, I wouldn't worry about it, because I know stream snipers aren't watching me. But they should, because they might learn a thing or two. Because I know a thing or two. So I think we're almost done mapping out this floor. Once I do that, I think I'll wrap up the stream. We can finish the catacombs in the next one. I had hoped to do it this stream, but it's just taking such a long time with my playstyle. So... maybe not. I don't think they're 60. I'm pretty sure Tommy was in his 40s. Because they're all pretty young when they were when they first started Power Rangers. Maybe late teens, early 20s. Yeah, no, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson, what, 2 streams ago. Won't be making that mistake again, hopefully.
The entrapped...
Nah, I'm getting shot at. Alright, fine. Alright, I'm gonna call the stream here. Next time we will hopefully finish the catacombs. Lava looks really cool. The whole aesthetic of this game is awesome. Yeah, I gotta hop off, man. It's getting late here, and I am tired. I've got stuff I gotta do, especially tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy day for me. So, hopefully I feel like streaming tomorrow. If not, because I'm too tired, I won't. So stay tuned. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Stay safe, stay classy. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. But for now, let's quit Hellfire. Alright, take care everybody.